Hey, it's Janet, and I just decided to start off this video in a way I've never seen anybody start off a video, and that is by telling you something I love about myself. I really love that I'm willing to show up and not pre-plan what I'm going to say. Obviously, I have some thoughts about what I would like to share with you, but I'm willing to turn the camera on without knowing what's going to come out of my mouth and just let it come. And I really admire that about me, and that I'm willing to step out and do it wrong, or do it in a way that's not professional, do it in a way that's real in the moment. And I make messes all the time, but to me messes are the real part of life, and I want to share who I really am with you and invite you to step into life in ways where you really share who you are instead of hiding behind a presentation. I remember when I was practicing speaking with Toastmasters, and it was after a while I really got that, like, I'm supposed to fit an image, and that's what all the feedback is about, is how I can fit the image better, and that's not what I want to do. And I took another course at Authentic Speaking Academy, and that was about being authentic, and I just loved it. And then I started feeling the difference between Toastmasters and the Authentic Speaking Academy, and the essence of it was I didn't need to fit an image, and I could be celebrated for who I am and the way I show up. And it's really funny. I had no idea I was going to share this story with you on this video. I was taking the Authentic Speaking Academy at the same time that I was doing the Toastmasters, and then I entered the Toastmaster competition. And in my speech, I talked about the difference between the other course that I was taking and what was happening in Toastmasters, and gave examples about how obviously I need feedback if my voice is not loud enough that people in the back of the room can't hear it. But other than that, it's like, did I touch you emotionally? Are you moved from what I say? And there's competition for speeches, and then there's competition for the evaluation of speeches. So there was like, I don't know how many, maybe like 11 people who were in the competition for evaluating a speech. And so there was one person who gave a speech, and then all of the people who were in the competition went out of the room, and they came in one at a time, so that nobody else who was in the competition heard what the people in front of them said. And when the final person came in, she said, I was wondering as I was waiting if there was anything that I could say that any of the others hadn't already said. And I decided to give my evaluation based on Janet's speech and what she said about, did it move me? And she gave her evaluation from that place, and she won the competition. So that was great confirmation. Anyway, yeah, I'm willing to make messes, and I'm willing to be in the pain and the discomfort and the fear and the grief. And I want to invite you to come in too, because I think that's where our humanity is, and where we really can connect with each other in the intimacy that I think all of us really want, and in many times in these days are desperate for. So what I wanted to share with you on this video is, I've been considering this idea of sharing what's happening as I engage with my family, and these differences we have, which could certainly be put in the category of conflict, and questioning what's mine to tell. I want to tell my story, and how do I tell my story and respect other family members? And I don't have clarity except for a couple of pieces, which one of them is I'm really doing the best I can to enter this from a place of recognizing we're all human and we've all had painful experiences, and we can't help but bring into our interactions our own pain and fear and grief. And I believe as humans we all have the same needs, and the place where our differences are is in the strategies we use to try to fill those needs. And that's where we can disagree. So I really want to engage with my family slowly enough to keep coming back repeatedly to what are the basic needs here, and can we stand together and hold them together and be in the not knowing of how to meet those needs, and look for how we could combine different pieces of what each person's possible strategy might be and come up with something that's totally new, that could be workable, that could be something that each one of us would be okay with because we care about the others. I shared some of what was going on in the morning circle that I was facilitating yesterday, and then I spoke this question, and I said, if any of you have ideas or possibilities about how I can do this in a way that's deeply respectful to everyone, I'd be happy to hear them. And I got one comment from one person, and she said, I really celebrate that you want to do this, and I'd love to see your videos on YouTube. And the reason why I haven't stepped up to do that kind of thing is because I have the exact same question. I don't know how to share in a way that's respectful to everyone. And I want that too. So I have another morning circle that I'm facilitating soon, and I only have a few more minutes. I'm pausing to consider. I think there was something else I wanted to say, and I may or may not be able to pull it up in this moment. Yeah, I guess maybe I'm just thinking that because this is the way I'm entering this desire to share my experience with my family in the hope that it will support you and give you ideas that might not have occurred to you before, and to let you know that there are people walking into this and giving everything they have to explore how it's possible to work with differences. So I'm thinking that maybe it would be helpful to say a little something like this at the beginning of every video. And the other thing that just popped in is I've been thinking about judgment and what it means. Like, me sharing, there may be times when the way I share makes it easy for you to judge my family members, and what I've realized is that my judgment always comes up when I have a hard time holding my own pain that's being stimulated by another person. And when I can't hold it myself, then I want to project it out and say something like, they're wrong to be the way they are. So I wonder if there's some variation of that same thing that causes you to judge, and would invite you, as you listen to any of the videos that I make, if you notice judgment about any of my family or me, that you look inside yourself at what's happening. Because I think that's what this time is about, to look at what each one of us are bringing into the space with us. Because without seeing what we ourselves are contributing, we don't have the choices that we don't have the place where we have choice. And to me, that's what brings freedom, as I've found more and more of the places where I can choose something different. I feel lighter and freer and able to engage in life in the ways that I really want to. Thanks for showing up and receiving what I'm sharing.